Today's consciousness, today's consciousness, today's consciousness. What happened and how can we change it? From the pristine position that we held in today's consciousness, here's a new show just for you every Tuesday called Today's Consciousness. Be there and enjoy all the great special guest stars that will be passing through on a new show called Today's Consciousness. Today's Consciousness. Today's Consciousness. Are you ready to address all the things that are going on? And how can we heal today's consciousness? Today's consciousness. Today's consciousness. Right here on KSP TV. Today's consciousness. What happened and how can we change it? Greetings. Welcome, family. Welcome to another episode of Today's Consciousness in the Conscious Community. Oh man, we got a special guest coming up at the 8 o'clock hour. Today's Consciousness in the Conscious Community. I hope y'all are ready for this one because we have a legend coming up, of course. We got the one, the only Rashid coming in the building. So I'm honored to have that brother coming in very soon. And I'm honored that y'all are here to make it here today. Let me just adjust my stuff. Want to remind everybody that tomorrow we have Baba Ashra Kwesi coming in tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 1 p.m. Central Time, and we will be, and of course, 12 p.m. Pacific Time. What the hecky is happening to our ancient culture and history? So Baba Ashra Kwesi will be with us tomorrow on Wednesday. Part of the probably the Numerology of News and Views. I might as well make it a part of that channel. So I'll be broadcasting on both channels, Ashra Kwesi's interview and also on the Numerology News and Views. And I want to remind everybody also that on the 5th, we have Herb Alchemist, the beautiful sister of Kateria Knowles. And I can't wait to have this beautiful sister speaking on the alchemy of sexual health. Big up to her, her husband, and the whole family. Enough respect to what she's doing at other levels, and big up to her and what she's doing all the time. Also, got to shout out a few of my sponsors before we bring on our guests. Wait for him to come backstage, and then we'll have him up. Of course, Ashra Kwesi does a trip to Kemet for the last 30-something years after Dr. Ben handed the gauntlet over to him. So if you want to attend a historical trip with the one, the only Baba Ashra Kwesi and his beautiful wife, Mama Mira Kwesi, all you have to do is call that number. Tell them that King Simon sent you, 214-371-0206. It's an historical trip, as taught to him by the late, great Dr. Ben. All right, so make sure we support that. If you're able to go to Nicholas Brooklyn, you get 10% off. Just take a screenshot of this, get 10% off with Nicholas Brooklyn, both in Harlem and the one, well, in Manhattan and the one in Brooklyn. If you do want to book a session with me, my numerovation and alignment consultation, text me at that number 347-496-1022. And elders, all my people that's 60 years and older, discount rate I have for you for the 30-minute and the 60-minute sessions. And do remember, if you are a Patreon or a YouTube member now, not before and last, you got to be a member now all the way until November. You get 20% off if you want to do a numerovation session with me. Also, want to remind everybody, I always got a disclaimer some way. Of course, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. And also, disclaimer, the views, comments, and opinions expressed by guests, speakers, or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters or its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. And big up to my dear sister from hypnosiswithkendall.com. That's hypnosiswithkendall.com. Yes, make sure you call that number 1-800-396-6463. And if you want some great books, some great products for your children or young people or grandchildren, go to transitionalhealing.etsy.com. That's transitionalhealing.etsy.com. That's transitionalhealing.etsy.com. Okay? And do remember, check out my sister from out of the VI Virgin Islands, the one, the only, the wonderful and beautiful sister, Miss Williams. 340worldwide.com. That's 340worldwide.com. Provides expert solution to help your business network and flourish. Call that number at 910-745-0470. And do remember, we got grassrootsbotanicals.com. If you want to get some of this circulation formula to deter from strokes and heart attacks and erectile dysfunction or libido for anybody, make sure you go to this website and click on the link to the circulation formula, and you can put in that promo code Simon Says, and you'll get an 8% discount off. You'll get a discount off right away once you put it in. And of course, I got to shout out my dear sister, New Diamonds. New Diamonds, one of my co-hosts. You know how we do it. Big up to New Diamonds. You know how we do it all the time. And that's going to be powerful. New Diamonds is one of my co-hosts. She's from out of LA also. newdiamonds.net. And of course, you can hit her up at all her outlets and also her Cash App. One more person I got to shout out is the one, the only, Lloyd Strayhorn. Big up to Lloyd Strayhorn all the time. Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. 800-858-4401. All right. So yes. Okay, so I see my guest backstage. We're getting ready to bring on our brother in a few seconds. Man, this, I think, has been my first time having him on my platform. Not on purpose. I just never got around to get my brother on the platform. I know he moved and he's been traveling and doing his thing. And I believe he's backstage, if I'm not mistaken. Once I see him backstage, I'll make sure we bring my, okay, I do. Okay. I'll give you a minute, my brother. I see your hand. But this brother, man, that I'm about to bring on, man, has been a legend in this conscious community, or what we call, quote unquote, the conscious community. And like I said on the flyer, today's consciousness in the conscious community, I've had Dr. Valentine on here. I've had various people on here before, and I just want to make sure I play. I think I have a clip of Dr. Valentine I'd like to play where he mentions the brother name. So, I always want to make sure I give my brother his due, because Dr. Valentine, one of our elders, gave him his due. Hold on one second. I just want to make sure I have that clip ready and lined up. Hold on one second.
When you say F the elders, here are a very brief idea of the men and women who are the elders you just spit upon. First, here are the elders who emancipated us from the chains of our left brain. Dr. John Henry Clark, Dr. Chancellor Williams, Dr. Ben, Dr. Van Sertima, Dr. Amos Wilson, Sheikh Andy Diop, Dr. Leonard and Rosalind Jeffries, Dr. Richard King, Dr. James Smalls, Dr. Aishaka Musa Barashango, Dr. Aisha Hilliard, Dr. Francis Kress, Dr. Neely Fuller, Baba Dick Gregory, Sister Shahrazad Ali, Brother Steve Coakley, Dr. Khalid Muhammad, and Dr. Ann Brown. And those are just a few because I am just naming those.
We'll take care of your mic.
Okay.
Ann is here too. Ann Brown is here.
Mm-hmm.
We just take care of it and get it on for you.
Oh, okay. No, this one is working. This one is not. Wait a minute. Excuse me. Feel like I'm dressing in front of everybody, right? I'm sure this is the one. Yep. And now those elders who emancipated us from the chains of our right brains. See, there's a left brain emancipation of elders and a right brain emancipation. And I lead off, of course, with Baba Heru Ankara Samaj. Baba Kafa Ondongo Happy Ray, Baba Ishangi, Ra Unefa Amen, Dr. Raketi Amen, Queen of Fua, John Harris, C. Freeman L., Brother Eric Muhammad, Dr. Delbert Blair, Brother Bobby Hemmett, Dr. York, the entire family of High Priest Kwatamani, Dr. George Love, Sister Prema, Dr. Muata Ashby, Brother Lloyd Strayhorn, Imhotep Gary Bird, Brother Lloyd Strayhorn Imfundishi, actually, Brother Imfundishi Jehudi Mas Hassan. You know he's in the house someplace. Brother Taj Tariq, Dr. Laila Africa, Sister Tassili Ma'atma Atma, hold on, Sister Tassili Mata Atma Ma'at, Ashe. Sister Daya, Brother Jamal Gorey, Brother Azariah Ben Bey, Aten Edwards. The shadow is knocking my vision out. Brother Haru Tatef and his queen, Brother Dawood, Brother Curtis Cost, Brother Herman Smalls out there, and Sister Eleanor Harvey. Now, those who received the torch and moved it forward in the spirit of which it was passed to them, I salute them as well, because I'm now saluting the next elders, the ones whom I've had personal contact with, the ones whom I've had scrutiny on and have watched their works, the new elders, the ones that are supposed to be holding it down and will be holding it down. It's going to be tough because everybody thinks they can occupy this platform. They cannot. They should not. We have to be more discreet, not being prejudicial, but more discreet, more proofed. Brother Black Dot, Brother A.A. Rashid, Brother Panic, Brother King Simon, my son Amin Ra, Brother Chris, Brother Red and Blue Pill, Brother Shabazz, Brother Supernova. I talked to my brother Rich. Where's my brother Rich at? There he is, Brother Rich. Brother Duke Asir, Duke of Tears, Brother Joel Benjamin, Abundance Child, Brother Jabari, Brother DJ, Professor Griff, Mukasa Africa, Irritated Genie, Sister Keisha Forrester, and Brother John Kawasi. Now I'm naming these because they have proven themselves up to this point. Don't disappoint me. Don't disappoint us, because you've been named now. You have been given that sword that they give you to each shoulder, which means you have a responsibility to the people. Yes, sir. Whatever you say, they're going to give you the benefit of the doubt. which is why this particular platform is so sacred. When brothers and sisters like the one here in the underground, before anybody knew it, were actually doing the work without all of the fanfare, the ones who rolled up their sleeves, the ones who dug it in the earth and tilled the soil. The thing about it today is that you all have not had the chance to do that. This is a cut and paste generation. You don't understand the value of what you've received. You could just, it doesn't work like that. We've had to go and dig for the information. We had to take it out of the soil. We had to shine it up. You see? So please, I'm not castigating, I'm not blaming, I'm not doing any of those things. Like a parent, I can't blame those I love. I can't, hate anybody that is doing this particular work. If they make mistakes, we do their best to correct them. And if they don't want to be corrected, we let them go ahead and burn. Because some people have to burn to learn. So please, I'm not saying this just for aggrandizement's sake. I'm not saying this to make myself any better than you. I'm saying that this platform that teaches the people, the one that has the attention of the people, is sacred. If you defecate on it, it will come back to you.
Speak.
Please understand that.
Speak.
Okay?
Without any further ado, man, Dr. Valentine laid it down in that place, that venue, that day that I produced that event, and at St. Francis College. And this place, this platform, and tears coming to my eyes because it is sacred. I've been doing this since I was in my teenage years, since I was 14. And it hasn't been an easy road. I may smile and people may know me for my smile. You got some bad apples, you have some good apples. Majority of the time I can say I produced and promoted good apples in this quote unquote conscious community. I call it conscientious conscious community. But Dr. Valentine laid it out. He bigged up Baba Samaj and Baba Heru. Mount Samaj made this for me. It's pendant right here that says Africa. Big up to Baba Samaj. It's pure silver. May he rest in peace. We just lost Asata Shakur, another person who was in the consciousness in her own way. We lost a Leo and we lost a Cancer. She was born July the 16th. Baba Samaj was born August the 9th, same day as Walter Williams, who also we lost earlier, I think late last year, earlier this year. But without further ado, I'm ready to bring on my brother if he's ready. I'm ready to bring on my brother because Baba Phil Valentine, who considers him a godson, brought him on and shouted him out in this video. Let's bring him on with a well-deserved round of applause. First time on King Simon Presents, Only Quality People, today's consciousness in the conscious community. Let me get my applause button popping for my brother. And man, big up to everybody that's tuning in and locking in. Abundance Child, everybody that's tuning in. Let's welcome our brother, your brother, the one, the only, Rashid in the building. Hey.
So I just
Yes, sir, brother.
I just want to let you know that at 50 years old, I was hip to you. I've been hip to you since I was a kid, man. My pops, I got a flyer when you was promoting like high level, next level reggae artists that my father used to collect. So I'm hip to you. Plus my elders from my community,
yes,
which is a real, not a hood, a community, know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so I do want to say thank you. And I knew you was going to enter with pomp and circumstance, But just to give some historical identity to the clip that you played,
Yeah.
I was there. I
Yeah.
came to the event when my daughter, so my daughter could see Reverend Valentine, and he could see the daughter that he assisted me in, even, you know what I'm saying, procuring,
Yes.
literally, and in the fact that he was one of the most significant um, contributions to my life
Yeah.
that afforded me the ability to actualize the best parts of myself, you
Yes.
know,
Yes, sir.
and then also make a part of my duty, because I was vetted tremendously. I
Yeah.
was vetted through Black Dot.
Yes, sir.
I was vetted through Chris. I was
Yes, sir.
vetted through Shabazz.
That's right.
That I was only interested in improving the quality of people's understanding pertaining specific areas of religiosity
Yeah.
that embarks upon understanding what it is that we call mysticism and
Yes.
all of the other related contributions to that. And along that journey, I was able to meet several people who I understood that in my journey to become understanding that I knew that I was alive, that there is an ethos that we share. There are other people who have the same narrative going on in their mind, and they're consistently looking for others who have the same experience along their journey.
Yes.
So I remember as a young person knowing things, but not knowing I was alive,
Mm.
right?
Right.
And until I had unfortunate experiences to understand that my life is valuable, when this is when you discover your life is valuable.
So,
When they take it, somebody take it, the moments right prior to somebody taking your life,
yes.
and then if they take your life and they put you in a square, in a box for a
Yes.
time period, then you'll see that, oh, my life was an actual thing. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So when we say the word conscious, that's what conscious means to me.
Right.
It's becoming aware of awareness.
Yes, sir.
That
Yeah.
the awareness that I had already had could be considered conscious, but also it's connected to an ethos that spans the entire globe, no matter what type of language you speak or understand. It's all predicated upon your ability to understand survival.
Yes,
And
sir.
how do you mitigate the circumstances of survival without being a actual problem to others?
Yes, sir.
And that is the science of what I feel that my elders taught me and instructed me of what civilization is, right? It's also, my contemporaries and people I grew up with,
Yes, sir.
and along with being quote unquote conscious, there's a thing called also that we had, it was called mind your business, mind you some.
Yes, sir.
For real.
Yes, sir.
Am I lying? I'm
No,
telling
you're
the
right.
truth.
Yeah,
So
absolutely right.
I grew up on mind your business, and then I added mind your business to learning how to control the circumstances surrounding your environment,
Mm.
right? And doing so at such a high level that what I learned with the new youth and the new mind of the culture, they have this term, it's called stay out the way,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that an extension of what consciousness is getting out of people's way and allowing people to learn that they're alive on their terms,
Right.
allow them to learn at the pace that they were presented with. You know what I'm saying? For
Right.
real.
Right.
Because I'm not one to want to promulgate or go to the street corner to proselytize and tell people, come over here and listen to me, because there's a curse associated to that. You know,
Right.
if you want to be heard so much, you will spend the rest of your life speaking to those who cannot hear.
Right.
You heard?
Right.
And that will be your greatest lesson. But if you learn that you're alive and that every contribution that you offer and give is one from the cosmos, right? And that you, so I've just discovered as of recent that one of the most interesting things going on is that in October, there's going to be a large, significantly large comet that has, according to scientific data, says that this comet has materia that is not from this planet. However, as it gets closer to the sun, the things that it is composed of will release itself and offer itself for analyzation, right?
Right.
So when I hear, so I'm a student of everyone you said,
Yes, sir.
everyone you presented,
Right.
but in the contemporary world, I'm also a student of King Simon. Thank you for introducing me to Lord Strahan at the African American Arts Festival
Right.
years ago. That was an accomplishment for me. Then you also were a significant person in the entire experience that I've had in what I consider consciousness. But I also have to say, in the contemporary world, I have operative and praxis in the realm that I'm truly appreciative of the fact that I know contemporaries who are alive, but I know people who were not mentioned, who are in the, and it was perhaps because of the timing.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
And the Ra'akus
That's right. That's right.
and the Oba
That's right.
are those who I would say in my time period complete my circle of interest,
Right.
for me, because I don't want to be that guy that lived my entire life posturing myself as a teacher. At some point, I would like to become a student of life again and enjoy myself.
Right.
You're
Right.
in the company of those who are in the know or the
Yes.
gnosis. You know what I'm saying, so to speak. For
And, you
real,
know,
for real.
family, we got the legend. We got one of our legends. I got to give him honor. Family, of course, his links are pinned on the description. Of course, his IG, his website. The website that's my son. That's your website.com. That's your website.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Your IG Rashid Art. That's your website. And your
I
cash.
appreciate this. I'm gonna tell you something though. As a Scorpio, I got a lot of placements in Scorpio.
Me too.
So I'm gonna tell you, that we oftentimes don't like to be ostentatious displays of hey man, you a legend, you this, you that. Sometimes we be like we shun that. It's a little, to us it's a bit dangerous. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So to receive honors from anything is not an honorable thing. You can't be a friend to everyone.
Right.
So I try to like seamlessly in such a way put into the narrative that if I have actually made an impact on you in some form of fashion, that we are friends forever.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if I haven't spoken to you in years. When I do speak to you, we will just be right back where we started off. You know what I'm saying? Literally.
And yes.
But some people, however, very interestingly, some people don't learn that way.
Yeah.
Some people learn from actually having to posture themselves as actual humans. They use the human dialogue as a journey way or a channel to communicate, but not knowing that we are actual nature beings.
Yes.
Before we can call something a deity or call something a god, the only thing that could do that is somebody that can identify themselves as connected to the very thing that they're calling upon.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I've embarked upon learning in the things that I felt was the most important things to people.
Right.
So I would never encroach upon the area that has already been fully exhausted in regards to certain areas of information. So if anyone was ever interested as to why I'm associated with Kabbalah, is because I know that several people are interested in religion. So I know that there's a branch of religion that people are interested in that don't get access to the mystical conversation as to how the religion can be utilized in praxis to occupy the space that one's will would like to in the physical world, right? So I would say to the listener, if they're telling us the most important thing going on, which is literally the most important thing going on, because there's so many things going on, and to you and I, the most important thing going on is not the affairs of humans, King. You heard? We are in front of the narrative.
Right.
Meaning, I know there is a object that's the size of a city moving at 136 or 130,000 miles per hour that's going to arrive here, and it's going to, and it has been observed to be in the area where Jupiter is, but then it's coming through and will orbit through the orbit of Mars.
Right.
So what's going on is wild more important.
Right.
This is actually, we are using the ego on Earth to speak about something. However, that comet is going to visit Mars, and we are bearing witness to it.
Right.
So whatever Mars is, and excuse me if I'm speaking out of turn or it don't sound like I know what I'm talking about, because I do not say that I'm a master of astrology. I do know the masters of astrology, though, right?
That's right.
I know them. I know them. I know them, right?
That's right.
And I would say that if the sun is projecting its thermal energy towards an object and making what the object is composed of fall off of it while it gets close to Mars, then you're going to have to go to Mars to go get that element in which that comet messianically, let's get ecclesiastic, right? Let's get into epistemology and what I call, or what it's termed colloquially, when is sun pulling back up? You heard? So this is when we get into eschatology. So the eschatology, the eschatological conversation borders on the messianic one, but the conscious people, colloquially within parentheses, we are able to experience, and not only experience, but explain what is going to occur without the use of aliens. We don't need any fancy new spooky narratives. All we require are people who understand that if a comet comes into your solar system, the sun, it still falls under the influence of your sun, and thus it sprinkles whatever new imprints or new, it's almost like you're getting, and this is ill. Apple just offered everybody a new download option, for their phone, right? So nothing humans do, this is the real conversation,
right?
And how we conversate as consciousness. We're not trying to find facts. We are matching sentiments. We live in the quantum world. The things that we say now are redetermining the past experiences.
Right.
We're the only humans in the world who have taken negative experiences from the past based off the edicts given to us from our ancestors through our DNA And they're telling us to do new, interesting things with your experience to enlighten the whole world, because this whole planet has always been yours. It will never be nobody else's, no matter anything that you can do. Because why? Because the most important thing going on is something that is not on this planet, Lord. It's happening to it. So I'm not going to be in the happenings of the happening when I'm quote unquote conscious. I think I know everything. Let them tell it. They say, hey, you know everything. Oh, this is how they do people like us. Ask the members listening how people would do them, even their own family members. What's their name? And them think they know everything because they didn't learn how to heal themselves, right? So some people just don't want to have a new neurological experience that can only be brought upon except only through the avenue of education and re-education, re-educating yourself. So I literally use religion only as a bridge to get to the mind of an area that I wish to speak on. Because I would never sit up and speak about social issues, because I'm not a government official and I don't participate in politics. But I'm very interested in how humans utilize narratives that they don't know anything about and that they was born into, and they weaponize them, and they have done so to place humans below what their civilization and respectability and archetype, as well as ancestral pay. You owe me a pay grade just to be around me. It's my thing. You understand? Just to have my rhythm sections and just to know the things that I know about. So I always want to say this to you.
Yes, sir.
Right? As a numerologist, you are of the humans who have not only invented, but you discovered what you invented. And that's the nature of mathematics, because it's based upon the observer.
That's right.
So those who can observe patterns are the best among us. So we sit at the feet, literally, of the numerologist, the astrologist, and the sorcerer. You understand? Because they all utilize the same nuance. They utilize relativity, and they also bounce their observation off of another eye. And that eye is beyond us. It's not the eye in the sky. It's not the eye in the dollar bill. It's the eye that is beyond comprehension. But we comprehend through that very thing.
Right.
So you born in knowledge, then you become ignorant, then you become knowledgeable, then you become ignorant, then you become knowledgeable, then you do a wave, like a wave, and then you operate just like the cosmos does.
That's right.
Right? So we, in our experience within the parameters of it, we essentially are more important than time-space. Because time-space can't contemplate itself. It requires us. Right? So I know how to bridge the distance between myself and anything, and that's through vibration. But vibration has a pattern. That pattern is recognized by my organic body as a numeric that I mimic when I make a sound. So when I do a prayer and I use an ancient language, or I use an ancient syntax, or majweed, you Islamic tajweed. If I do the correct tajweed and I pronounce the prayer correctly, I am promised to receive the blessings of Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, right? So that is an ancient narrative encoded into the human experience. That if I correctly monotone and inflect my vibration, which is mathematic, back to the listening device called the cosmos, it can give me back whatever I want, because this is the place where anything can happen.
Right.
Literally, this is the location where anything can happen. So now we finna find out. You feel me?
Yeah.
So we about to get an upgrade. It's going to be a magnetic field shift coming in October.
I've been
And
monitoring.
this is all in accord, with all due respect, all in accord to our contemporaries and elders and teachers have been telling us about the Jason months.
Yep.
So now we in the O. We're in the O.
That's right.
We're in the October Fest.
That's
the
right.
October Fest is about to be lit, right?
That's right.
I promise. Then they said that after it leaves the orbit, three-eye Atlas, after it leaves the orbit of Mars, it's going to disappear. But then guess when we get to see it again? On December 25th.
Wow.
Okay?
Man.
So what type of celestial intel does this encompass to those who are aware and those who are not? Because we are all operating off of reference. So reference material for me is like this. When I read the people, if I say December 25th, some people say, hey, man, I don't worship holidays and all this. Man, you are affected by December 25th. That is the most significant day globally.
Right.
Dig? So what happens there on that date has an effect on the ability for us to still see it.
Right.
Or we just getting spun. Because I don't have the telescope. I don't got the thing for the thing. So, this is not uncommon that people will rewrite books in front of you.
Right.
They'll rewrite a book in front of you, King.
That's right. That's right.
And then take some out the book, put something else in the book, put something in the book, take that out, write this at any given time, cutting and pasting.
That's right.
Like Big Bro said, right?
That's right. That's right.
So I'm like this. The only thing that I have is the consciousness that I've acquired from being aware that I am now aware. Consciousness of consciousness. And the only way I can do that is not only just localizing just my reading and study to one area. I am copiously read, and it has helped me with my maturity and my ability to instruct those who I love the most so they can survive longer, that the entire planet is an instrument. Yeah,
that's right.
And you are here to utilize the instrument while you were born and living.
That's right.
You did, especially if you recognize that you was not asked. Nobody asked you to birth you, bro. You just popped up like this, crying, like this, boom. And then they had first day of school, then boom, this, boom, fights, this, conflict, you heard, life, you know what I mean?
Right.
All them experiences just to get to here. So you mean to tell me that it was about that? That's not going to be the strength or the fortified locations of where my ego is hoisted. I'm on a spinning rock that has spinning rocks around it. That's spinning rocks. And once they get too close to the sun, they start emitting what they are.
Right.
And then that's what we become. Yeah. So all you got to do is just monitor the behavior of the sun. The sun is our delineator. As a numerologist, you know this. The sun, as a practicing Muslim, Asr prayer is when the sun is what?
Right there at the zenith. Got you cut off. Hey, cut off. My brother cut off. Where you at? Hey, there you are. You all right? You cut off. Oh, there you go.
Can you hear me?
Hey, I can hear you now. Yes, you're back. You're back. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me, Lord?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Yes. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. You all right? Hold on. All right. We're going to see if AA can come back in. Try coming back in. Hopefully he can come back in. Big up to AA. Woo, man, he was man. You know how these ancestors work, man. You know how this world works. This damn computer, these damn systems. Hopefully he'll come back in, man. AA's link is right pinned to the top. His website is that'smyson.com. His Instagram is AA Rashid Art. And his Cash App, if you want to spread love to brother AA, please spread love to him at $AA Rashid Art. Waiting for him to come back. Waiting for him to come back on. Man. Okay, he's coming back on now. I see him coming back in the back street. Yeah. Hey, there you go. There you go.
Yes, sir.
All right, there you go. All right, man. Woo. Man, brother. First of all, thank you very much for that, because I've been monitoring what you said, monitoring the comments and all of that, and I'm telling you, I'm very, from my perspective, I'm very excited about it, because I do numerovation is about staying motivated while things are going on.
Brother, the star is moving through the star system of Jupiter.
Exactly.
I learned this from Rahu, and this is in my chart. Jupiter has to deal with abundance.
Right.
For real.
That's
so right. Like many times, and you can tell the youth, the young people need to learn this and monitor this, that you're never lonely. You live on a planet surrounded by trees and pharmacopoeia and birds and bees. You've never been lonely. You can call into existence anything that you want to happen. You just got to lessen the noise of your self-talk that was given to you in the colloquial settings in school. They told you everything you wasn't by teaching you everything about everything not about you. For real. So them young people, you going to school to learn about some historical shit that have yet to serve nobody. For real. Then, once you get to, you get out the school, and then your mind is all twisted, and you don't even know. You calling pilgrims during Thanksgiving, but you don't call them pilgrims at World War II in history.
Exactly.
Then you change their name. You change the name, right? So I'm like, it's crazy how much, it's crazy. But my big brothers and my big homies used to say, when you say yo, we say yo, that's crazy. He'd be like, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
We on Earth. We on Earth. And this is what happens. This is the shit that happens. So what you gonna do about it? You feel me? If there's a thing called you. So what does you mean? And then once you identify what you mean, then you figure out how many people need you. And then if you figure out who needs you, you might want to be there for them, so they can see a new iteration. And now you can understand what some ancestors experienced, being born in servitude. Who now today you hear people say, I would never, they'd have to kill me. But you wouldn't even be here if it wasn't some people that had what we call vision today. And they know that after every hardship comes ease. But in order for you to know that, you would have to be a custodian of an ancient narrative. You would have to have been known that there's no beginning nor end, and that you can never destroy me. I am the full spectrum of what life entails. It starts with me and it ends with me. Everything in between is just the perception of where people align themselves and where they want to be to perceive their reality, and how they want to participate in reality is based off of your colloquial upbringing. Who taught you where to be? So if you in the space of blessings, it's because your people's got you there. And it might sound to other people, oh, they raised you thinking you all that. Yeah, they were supposed to. For real.
That's right.
Because I can't let you tell me that I'm all nothing.
That's
You
right.
heard? I'm
That's right.
everything. And you notice in our communities, you go outside when you a young person, people telling you what you ain't. And if you is the thing, they're not even gonna tell you that. They just gonna make the thing go away.
That's
You
right.
heard?
That's right.
I promise.
Hey,
Right?
hey, let me ask you a question, my brother. Because what you've been saying, and everybody's in the chat, man, loving you. Big up to Turtle Gang, Abundance Child, everybody that's in the chat showing us respect
Family.
and love, and everybody,
Family.
all the family, exactly. Our vision is in the building.
Legends.
Yeah, man. As our family and elders are transitioning into that next realm, transforming into that next realm, do you feel that as these people are transforming, there's also a form of protection being pushed to the other side to also help us through?
I learned that from Reverend Valentine
Avatar.
years ago. That
Exactly.
that he spoke about us making way stations in the
Mhm.
next world,
That's
and
right.
that's everybody's job. Your duty is not done. You
That's right.
know, you're here to gather tools. So, and the tools that you gather are the experiences and the positive impact you place on others.
Mhm.
So that in an event that you succumb to the gravity of life,
Yes, sir.
that you're going to need tears for the oarsmen to get you to heaven. If there's a dry valley, you're going to be a ghost. So you build up enough tears that your vessel will get to the heavenly realm. And that's how you got to move. That when I'm gone, they're going to miss me.
Mhm.
Somebody going to cry.
Yeah.
You might cry and have never seen me personally.
Mhm.
But I've taught you some, I've told you something in a time period that you needed to hear it, and it was such a way that it was a way that nobody that actually knew you had to tell you that.
Mm.
Because somebody tell you some shit, man, they use that shit against you.
That's
Once
right.
you win with the game and run with it, they'd be like, nigga, I told that nigga everything he knew, and they do you like that. You feel me? So I'm like, sometimes we operate through cosmos. God, deity, and abundance operates through people.
Mhm.
It's the things that you do when nobody's looking. Did you protect my name and our interaction when you were confronted by the devil in the wiswas?
Mhm.
Remember the wiswas of
Yes.
of the Shaitins, not the
Shaitins.
Shaitan,
The
the
Shaitan. Right.
Shaitins,
Shaitins. Right.
right? So
Right.
when the Shaitins came, it was like this. Well, what about this? You heard? What
Mhm.
did you do? And then the most honorable is the ones who, you know what? They said, I'm not interested in what you're talking about. And
Mhm.
I'll have you know this, that, and the third. But they didn't even have to report that to you. You heard?
Mhm.
And that's how you need to leave this world. You need to be them type of people. I want to give you a gift, and I don't want nobody to see me giving it to you. You heard? Because it'll take away the spiritual merit of it. You dig what I'm saying? This comet is supposedly going, when it goes past Mars, it's going to a hidden side where we can't see it. You heard? It's
Mhm.
going to some shit we can't see, right?
Right.
So everything ain't for everybody is what I'm learning, bro.
That's right.
You feel me?
That's right.
And when you grown, you know, when you grown people that's older than you show you some shit to see what you gonna do with it. You heard?
Mhm. Mhm. That's
And
true.
those who's willing to do that is greater than you, for real. Literally. Cause we grown and we from a county called Kings.
Mhm.
So we gotta answer to everything.
Exactly.
For real. But serious.
Yeah, I'm
For
born.
real.
I'm born in that Jewish hospital right there in the county of Kings, so I know.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
I'm born right there. Grew up with Clinton Hills and Grimes.
Come on, man. Come
Went to
on, man.
PS. Went to PS11. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Come on, man. Come on,
That's
man.
my neighborhood, brother. You know, a lot people that are just tuning in, please, y'all know, share, like, subscribe with all that want to hear the wisdom our brother is pouring out through his elders, through his ancestors. Rashid is in the building. His links is right there pinned in the chat. Make sure you show him love. And if you want to cam up, family, you can cam up and ask him a question. We only got a few. I'm not going to keep him up here all night now. We ain't doing all of that. So if you want to cam up.
But look, no, to be very respectful to my students and to the people who have like paid significant money for my books,
yes,
right?
Sir. That's right.
I can't cam up with nobody to ask me nothing with my students that I got. You heard? These people pay $106 for a book, $133 for a book.
Right.
Yeah, and have been doing so. And brother, I'm gonna tell you something. I got everything that I ever wanted, right? I got all the clothes I need. I don't need nothing else, right? I take care of my seed, right? So what I do literally is the stuff that I actually like to do and that I've been divinely ordained and have a gift.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to disrespect nobody that been actually socking it. You feel me?
Right, of
course. To participate in, because we know what that means. With shit, when the camera go on, this is live. Yeah. And you know, but everything got to be vetted. I'm not one of the niggas. I'm just not. I'm actually, to people that actually really truly know me. Right. I'm actually not that available. For real. That's true. For real. My accessibility is crazy. That's real. At 50, I don't walk down certain streets to be seen. My little homie told me the other day, your ass is crazy. You're hiding. Yes, I'm hiding. Yeah. I want to prolong my life. Exactly. I know which strips. I know my lane. Exactly. Yeah? So since I'm not a street person, I walk on the sidewalk. You dig what I'm saying? That's for real. Right. For real.
And you said this. You said this years ago too, man. Staying in your lane, how important that is, and that helped me to focus on where I was going. By after listening to Bobby and Panic and everybody, Dr. Valentine, everybody, the importance of staying in your lane, brother. Tell the audience why it's so important to do that. As far as
linguistically, I'm gonna tell you, I've learned that from years, but it really came to my understanding when my little cousin told me this. Mm-hmm. And my little cousin is he's a mu'min, he's a believer. Yeah, he make the salat, right? No. And he was like, the word street comes from the word surat.
Mm-hmm.
Surat. Mm-hmm. And it's when they say the Siratul Mustaqim,
narrow path, right? Narrow path. Yes, sir.
Ooh, yes, sir. He freed me. He freed me up, bro.
Yeah. It's crazy.
He freed me, bro.
Wow. Wow.
So I was like this. Then we went into how Surat is sutra. So when you're making the obligatory salat, you gotta have a sutra. If you're in the company of that, which is it's lines.
Yes, that's right.
Lines of demarcation. Then my other big bro, Black, Pretty Black, Black, Pimp God Gerard. Pimp God Gerard said, hey, he said, hey, stay on this. Hey, if you're not street, that's why they got sidewalks.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, stay in your lane. Then I made a T-shirt years ago. I need to bring it back out.
Yes, you do.
It's called Namaste in my lane.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Of course.
I'm not finna get in nobody way, bro.
Man.
Hell no.
Man, how's your brother Ahmed? First of all, let me start my brother Ahmed. How you doing, man? How's my brother, your brother?
Ashraf. That's my name. My name is
Ahmed is your name. Ashraf is his name. Yeah. How's your brother doing, man? How's he feeling? He all right?
Yeah, he's my hero.
Send my love to him, man. Send my respect.
Yo, And shout out to everybody that has siblings. And I want you to, if you don't have your sibling as a friend, I want you to be the bigger person and reconcile your differences,
That's what I'm.
especially if you think that you conscious,
That's right.
because you're supposed to want to be the one that know everything.
That's right.
So even, and you say, hey, you say, you know what? I love you despite our differences, and I don't even need a response.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Because
That's right.
this is you speaking to the cosmos. So somebody that sat in the same womb or the same father, whatever,
Yeah.
bull, and you come from that, there's no reason in the world why you should have any beef with your actual family.
That's
And
right.
even this, I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna say this. This is gonna be humorous. I hope it's funny to niggas, because I'm gonna say this, bro. Even niggas that know each other, if the police, if they got to call the police because two niggas that knew each other had a fight,
Mm-hmm.
they should give you niggas domestic abuse of like motherfucking charges, nigga. How the hell? How the hell? Why you still fighting your friends? You feel
Exactly.
me? Come on, man. Come on,
Exactly.
man. That's a
Exactly.
domestic, nigga.
Right. No, and, I'm glad you said that about siblings, because I've been working on healing with two of my siblings, man, and
It's
making
easy,
sure.
man. It's
Yeah,
easy.
as long as they're open. If they're not open, I gotta just pray and meditate on them, and when they
No,
hopefully.
healing is
Right.
it's a part of the world of the quantum realm.
Yes.
So you would have to believe it before you would want to invoke that upon another,
That's
you
right.
know?
That's right.
So you would have to be the beacon of the very thing that you would seek to be is the thing that you have to become
Yes.
in order for that to generate or become a reality in someone else's life. So the greatest teachers ever,
Mm-hmm.
and I do not take for granted that Reverend Valentine said my name in the names of all them people.
That's right.
However, I'm grown
That's right.
and I know he contextualized everything when he got to my generation.
That's right.
And he was like, as long as you don't play yourself, you're good. You heard?
That's
So
right.
that lets us all know we got more work to put in with
Yes.
ourselves, among ourselves. You heard?
Yeah.
And that's the developmental psychological process of how this new era has to teach others.
Mm.
So you will learn as you see me learn about myself. I'm not going to look for some new shit that you don't know about. I'm
That's right.
under the impression you know everything. I'm just here to remind you of shit that you forgot,
That's right.
right? And
That's
just
right.
do it in such a way that it doesn't intrude upon your ability to see the love I got for you. But I do not want you to encroach upon my humanity and think that you can intrude upon my shit with some shit that you don't understand why you even know me. So
Mm.
don't question what I'm saying. Just move, swipe up or down, go to another thing. Don't play with me though. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
That's
Yeah.
where we going for real. But
You know.
if you vet any questions, I'll answer the question if they send it to you in your chat. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody who wants to ask a question, please put it in the chat if you want to ask a question. Big up to Abundance Child in the building, of course. Enough respect. Thank
That's
you
a
very much.
legend.
Oh yeah,
That's
you
a
know she a
legend.
legend, man.
For
She is
real.
a whole legend, man. So you got to give that
For
respect
real.
to her, you know. And if you have any questions, please, please, please. Abundance said, love those boundaries. Exactly.
I
She
mean,
got
come on.
she right. You gotta love these
She
boundaries,
from
man.
the yeah.
You know.
Queen is from the era though.
Yeah, she's
Queen
from
is
that
from
era,
that
man.
era.
You
Her
know.
see Asia, uh sis from Philly that used to
Yes.
come up there from
Yeah, I was just thinking about her the other
where
day, man. Just thinking about her the
all,
other day.
all it's a lot of people who participated, you know, in the initial iterations when nobody knew what this would be. We didn't know that it would become popular culture, or we didn't know that it would become the healing process to the hip hop that we complained about back in the day.
Right.
We would never know that there would be a grand conversation speaking about nationality and origin in the realm of popular culture, you know? So we kind of custodians of a and we're like, you know, we're still charged with the responsibility of continuing the work.
That's right.
So I support people. Hey man, if you still doing the work and you know what the work needs to be done, let's keep going. Because it's really about appealing to the thing that we can communicate with, which is the human brain.
That's right.
I'm not interested in people's personal life. You heard?
Mm.
I'm speaking to people's brain. I'm speaking to the similarities of
Right.
your brain, you know, and you'll find your way. And, and it's a gift from deity that I literally have the ability to cut through all of the chase, bro.
Yes, sir.
Literally.
Yes, sir.
This book right here,
Mm-hmm.
B9,
Mm.
it's available right now.
That's your
And
book,
this,
right? Mm-hmm.
yes, brother.
Yes, sir.
And it's a compilation of various concepts and essays that I've always wanted to articulate to people. You heard?
This is the
I,
website
oh,
right here. I got the website up, showing it right now on the screen, brother.
yes,
I want to make sure
bro,
everybody see it. Go get it.
bro.
It's,
I wanted to say for years, I wanted to tell people the rationale and the significance and articulate it in such a way why the number 26 is so significant. I
mm,
wanted to tell people that the color black in all religions is the most sacred color. It's the most spoken about. It's the one that they say God exists within the crux of the darkness in the clouds. Then I wanted to tell people that their association to anything Christian wise or religiosity is an extension of West African prowess and spirituality that transcended all the way with the Kushite Empire into Mesopotamia. So West African and Congo magic and spiritual systems from the continent are pre-religious.
mm,
And religion could do nothing original. All it did was recreate the ancient narratives,
mm-hmm.
right? So I'm like, Jesus is really a little lamb, and lambs are things to be sacrificed for the ambition of the human, to satisfy and soothe the most permeating experience for the human is to not be hungry. We
Mm,
are very fortunate to live in the Western world where we have the option to eat 3 times a day. There's some parts, the vast majority of the world only eat once a day, and some people eat every other day
mm-hmm.
or a
Mm-hmm.
sequence of days,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we take a very great deal of things for granted, King, for real,
That's true.
for
That's
real,
true.
for real. So
That's true.
we have the time, we have the time and the resources to deal with mental health.
Yes, sir. That's true. That's true.
What do you call mental health somewhere else? Or does it exist anywhere else?
It
Or does
exists.
survival exist everywhere?
Survival. That's right. Survival.
So if I can't survive adequately in the space that I'm in and I respond, are you going to call my response mental health?
Mm.
Are you going to call my response a natural response to my environment?
Survival.
You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So it's
Mm-hmm.
back to, what is consciousness? Consciousness is you have to become you're the viewer. You
Mm-hmm.
have to become greater than you and I. They have to become better than me and King Simon, bro. You
Mm-hmm.
heard? They got to be better than us. And through their example, we will learn developmental psychologically.
Mm.
I'll learn through viewing their experience how to be a better person, King.
Mm. That's right. That's right. That's right.
There's no other way to achieve that.
That's
I
right.
can't get to that no other way, bro. I got to see you do it. People want us to do it, but how am I going to keep going if I don't see what I'm doing imbued upon your behavior? You heard?
That's right. That's right.
So this is the thing about we got to be careful of who you serve, because if you don't see what you're doing, so my satisfaction is if I see a student winning, you heard?
Mm-hmm.
From a distance or up close. If they announce it or I see it later, but they winning, that keeps me going.
Keeps you
But
going.
you know, it would kill us. It would kill you physiologically if you output and don't get nothing in return. And this is why we have to be careful of who you teaching and what you teaching and what you call yourself. I'm a cosmic community member, because I've seen other communities, any community will become a cannibalistic one. They start feeding on itself. When you localize people and you give them a framework or a name work or whatever, then they start trying to fine tune or place themselves in a hierarchy and sever those who don't meet expectations. Yeah.
Right.
So I'm like this. You can't trick me with that human play. Yeah. You're not gonna get me in a commune. You feel me? How we gonna be in a commune and we all got stomachs and we all got a shit at the same time? It's gonna be a line outside the bathroom.
Right.
So where's the resources? You heard? So we gotta be self-sufficient, emotionally, intellectually, and emotionally intelligently. You feel me? Once you conquer those things or advance those things, you can have fun with the tool that the earth is. You did not ask to come here, but you got a free ride until the end of the ride to go into the amusement park. Are you still just on roller coasters? It's a lot of rides, man. Some niggas want to handcuff themselves to the roller coaster. You heard? I'm too old for that. I don't need to go up and down and all that stupid shit. Nah. Nah, at this point, we at the concession stand, bro, selling the t-shirt.
Right.
Which is the reminder.
The reminder.
This is the gift shop. Yeah, this is a gift shop.
Exactly.
Literally. Yeah. Shout out to my family, man, red and blue.
Yeah, man.
This is really, I promise you, this is our we grew up on comic books.
Yep.
We living in a comic book that we was drawing when we was kids, bro.
Yep.
And this is a dream come true for me and Blue. We made up so many scenarios of spirit, how it can affect and positively impact people that was in our demo and that we experienced in our growing up and being around. And for what we're doing now to still be alive, to do what we're doing now, is like, I truly appreciate you having me up here. I look up to you, Simon. I promise you.
Facts. You know,
word is gone.
Thank you, brother. You know, as somebody just asked, man, how long did it take AA to understand the Kabbalah when he was behind the wall?
Well, I would say that I'm still trying to understand Kabbalah.
That's what I would say.
So the first time that I ever was introduced to it, it was from this brother named Josiah. And Josiah had, he had not even the entire book. He had pages from an original Manly P. Hall book from the Secret Teachings of All Ages. And it was one of the original books, you know, they were like this tall, you know?
Right.
So he had that only part. And brothers was passing that around like it was the holy grail of all grails, right? So I read it, and then I noticed after I read it, they mentioned Kabbalah several times, and then I noticed that everything you study outside of religion refers back to it, right?
That's right.
So then what made me deal with it was I said, you know what? I'm gonna study it, and if I can't find us in it, I'm just gonna go to another areas of study, right? And the more I studied it, the more I seen nuance, archetypes, and syntax that can only come from African minds. Then I learned about the Zohar.
The Zohar.
And the Zohar is alleged to be from the 1st century AD. However, it has Castilian Spanish, and it has Arabic, Amharic, and Hebraic or Hebrew terms, biblical Hebrew terms. But the Castilian Spanish, excuse me, I missed a language, Arabic.
Arabic.
So the Castilian Spanish and the Arabic, along with certain Aramaic terms, were used to make neologisms. So all you got to do is go look and see what the Zohar means to the religious world. It's the book that's the number 2. If it was Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, the Torah is Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen is the Zohar, right? And the Zohar is not from the 1st century because nobody was speaking Castilian Spanish. The Zohar is from parts of it, and I'll localize the areas of its compendium between 13th to the 15th century, where it gets watered down in the 15th century with people adding things to it, right? But it has something very significant that points to us, these neologisms. And these neologisms, and also these things that they are making synonymous to deity. For instance, this is how you can find the import and the origin of certain texts, is if the text speaks about a practice of the people who were using it. So the Zohar speaks about how to take care of a silkworm on long journeys across the sea. Now, this is inside of the corpus of Judaic study.
Right.
This is their Scottie Pippen to their Torah. It's narratives connected to God, speaking about how to take a silkworm and have the silkworm cultivating silk while we on the sea until all the way till we get to where we going, and not the silkworm dying.
Right.
So who was the people on the sea who was selling silks and merchants? Who was these silk people? So this teach you how, when they talk about silk merchants and other frameworks of the African American experience post-slavery in the modern era, you connect the dots. So I never question lessons. You heard?
Right.
I reinterpret the lesson according to how it was received. You heard? So if they say that you was a merchant and you was a door-to-door salesman, you come from a narrative of seafaring people. You heard? Who were selling and bringing spices and things all. So that means that you was the first person with maps.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Then there's an interesting narrative in there that speaks directly to the thing that is spoken of in African spirituality, the Zimzum, the Big Bang. The Big Bang predates the Big Bang predates anybody writing about God in a book. It was an oral tradition amongst the people from the continent. You heard? They knew how the universe came into existence, bro. For real. They been was here. For real. Literally. So now that we have acquired this understanding, we don't walk around angry, is what I'm saying, King Simon.
Yes, sir.
Everything ain't for everybody. I'm not here to tell everybody this. I don't want to say this to the wrong person and they kick me down a flight of steps in the project. I ain't had no business being in the projects with the science. You heard?
That's the truth.
Come on, bro.
That's the truth.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's the truth.
So if I'm the sun and I'm shining, then what I'm saying comes to me. For real. So that's the thing. So if the black man is the sun, or mankind, or the mind, or the ego on this planet is the sun, Then everything that comes in the solar system around the sun will affect either my behavior, my decisions, and all that. So if this star is jettisoning itself at 136,000 miles out of Jupiter, which is abundance, the abundance is coming fast as hell because the shit is coming through Mars. So Mars dealing with blood, deals with warfare. You heard?
That's right.
Blood, warfare, and those are not negative terms. You heard? Anything that deals with the system of the circulatory system, you need your circulatory system. You need blood to go to your brain. If you don't have no blood in your brain, or you got too much blood in your brain, it's not a good look. Just like water. You heard? For real. So everything that iron controls, magnetic fields, will be affected. You heard? Cosmically. And we're so fortunate to have the ability to articulate this without sounding spooky, without sounding like it's Luke Skywalker in the Admirable Akbar, and from the Empire Strikes Back is pulling up in the Millennium Falcon. Come on, son. Yeah, they playing with us, and all of that stuff is to debunk or to try to disprove the African spirituality. Everybody wants to be North African or Egyptian for cosmopolitan reasons, but nobody wants to actually be from West Africa, South Africa, or in this African American conversation, because it means that you're going against your religious background. So your deity is going to be mad if you go and ask Oba, hey, Oba, I got a situation, man. And he tell you, man, your situation is so crazy, you might need a goat, my nigga. You heard?
Yep.
And then now you like this, damn. I wasn't afraid to do that stupid shit that got me in trouble, but now I'm afraid to slaughter a goat. That's crazy. But you are not afraid to worship the pilgrim that said he died for you, and they tell you to wash yourself in the blood of him. Come on, man.
That's right.
Promise you. For real. Yo, where Red and Blue Pill at with the explosions? Why you ain't got the sound? ATL. Boom!
Big up to KTL and the explosion. I gotta get.
You gotta bring them in for the explosions.
I gotta get an explosion. I can find one. All right. Abundance said, I always say that everybody is in their different stage of their evolution. That's right, Abundance. You know how it is, man. Brother, I'm not gonna keep you. We went over time already at over 9 o'clock, man. And I'm glad that you was able to come on, man, and share this wisdom. You still in Cali, right?
Nah, I'm actually in Brooklyn. I was just celebrating.
Oh, you in Brooklyn?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I didn't know you back home.
I'm right across the street from the school you went to. That's where I was grinning.
Over there? Oh man,
I was grinning like a cat.
Where Big Red is, my man, Big Red. Is he still alive, Big Red, the motorcycle brother? They used to drive the motorcycle, the wild motorcycle across the street. Da, 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 da. He used to have them horns on that motorcycle. I don't know if he used to bodyguard Muhammad Ali. He used to bodyguard Muhammad Ali.
Let me tell you something, brother. That's one of our heroes.
I know.
When we was little, bro. When we was little, and then this is ill because the area, he's one of them. He is the definition. See, this is the thing that people don't know about this area.
He owned 2 buildings right there.
Can I say this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I say this, brother?
Please.
That our area, downtown Brooklyn, is a African American and Native American area all the way down to State Street. That the Native Americans and the Black Indians live down here, and they also built the Chrysler Building, the Empire State Building, and the World Trade Center.
Right.
And this is a fact. People could look it up. Yep. So Johnny Red is one of many emblems that I've seen since I was little of Native Americans downtown Brooklyn. Wallahi, when I tell you that we had an elder that used to walk around with the native, she had her braids and she had a native, what you call it, I gotta ask Cook and I gotta ask Pat and them. what the lady name was, but I remember
know
that.
who it is.
Back to what we saying. I know you know her.
Yeah, I remember her.
I want to say, is it Miss Ann? Right?
She had
Because we was like this.
that patch right there. She had a patch right.
Bro,
I remember her.
She from Clinton Avenue.
She from there.
Always see her on Fulton.
Dark skin, real dark skin.
Bro,
yes.
Bro, she'd go like this. I remember one night we seen a shooting star, right? And we seen a shooting star, and then we go like this. Miss Ann, we just seen a shooting star. And she said, you better go play the number. Yeah. Numerology. Yeah. You know, I had to bring it back home. I think it's like a Bobby Emmett lecture. We start in one place and we come right back home, right? Exactly. Look, am I lying? Look, am I lying? She said, because when you go into the store, back in the day, they had all of the things with the number. You could go buy a number book.
That's right.
That'll tell you your lucky numbers. And then, come on, man.
I have one.
Listen, listen, this is Wallahi. I promise you, this is how I got my weight up. This is how my elders respect me. You heard? My elders respect me for this. I used to play the numbers for my big homie and grandma. You heard? I used to go and she would have dreams. You heard? And she used to be winning, bro. She be winning. They be having dreams and numbers come to them in their dreams.
That's right.
Or things come to them in their dream that equate to a number. This is word to everything I love.
That's right.
Anybody will tell you this. See, the dudes be saying shit and then ain't nobody there to prove it. You heard? It's living people to know that I used to play the number for my big homie and grandma on Gates Avenue. It used to be a store in the very corner of Gates and Vanderbilt. Yep. Right there. You know, it's a lot of triangles right there.
Not too far from Country House.
It's 100 feet. It's 100
right
feet.
there.
Right there.
I remember, bro. Come on, I live right there. Atlantic Terminal's like a co-op. I live right there. I grew up I'm raised there.
Hey, shout out to the terminals and the terminals. Yo, I can see the terminals right now. I'm looking at it right now out this window.
Guess what?
Look, my eyes. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the city building.
Guess who I spoke to? I spoke to Mark Plaza the other day. Slick. I spoke to Slick and Trevor Douglas, who used to be in the city building. We used to be in the co-op. They was in the city building. Big up to Tad and all the family, everybody over there. You know, we was there, man. We was there. Pabs and them. Pabs, Crystal Bivens. Big up to them, man. My family, man. Those are the older generations of. Because I was there with them. I'm 58, 60, almost 60. So I was right there with them. Pabs, the twins, and all that. The Lyons family. Big up to the Lyons family. Miss Lyons, I love Miss Lyons. May she rest in peace. I went to a funeral, man. I was there. So,
Mashallah.
Man, inshallah, man. And bro, I want to thank you, man, for coming on, man, and just sharing the wisdom, man, that you offer, man. And thank you.
I hope I did a good job, brother.
Come on, man.
A good job. I hope I didn't upset you, brother.
Man, crazy. I love it,
bro.
I'm learning. One thing about me, I tell people, man, if you're younger, I want to learn. If you're older, I want to learn. I'm never gonna stop learning. I gotta keep on learning. I'm a master student forever.
Bro, I'm telling you, Reverend Valentine
yes, sir.
is not no lame. Reverend Valentine fully vetted. I have been vetted for my information. Reverend Valentine know I'm a human being. And he know my experiences. But Reverend Valentine know and have vetted my information and knows my style of how I promulgate and express. You heard?
That's right.
And that I'm not taking nobody nowhere that they don't belong. The only place you belong is in a full awareness of yourself.
That's right.
I'm not bro, I don't want nobody following me.
Me neither.
Bro.
Nope.
I'm one of them type of dudes, bro. And I'm not finna follow a goddamn thing. But my homies in them. We should do, I'm telling you, we need to go and travel with the play, bro. I'm telling you, King Simon.
Yes, sir.
I got, bro, I want to go to Japan, bro.
Right.
I've been there twice.
Yeah, no, I
But I'm
wanted to
like
talk
this.
about that too.
We need, yo, bro, you should see what I seen when I went to Kyoto. I seen the actual praxis. I seen a full society live a society of ancestral worship
Wow.
on the low. We're not even pushing it in your face, but
Wow.
everybody is the most respectful. And the only place I ever been in my life, I never went outside and had to contemplate racism or my race.
Right.
People was happy that I was there, bro. And they was even more happy that who we are.
Right. Wow.
Who we are.
That's right.
In the Black experience that they got, because they are so deep. They know the difference between the difference. I promise you. For real. Literally.
Powerful.
Promise you.
Powerful.
Promise you.
Man, yo, hey, how long you gonna be in town? I'm gonna be in there around your birthday. I'll be in there November 13th, 14th. Cause I'm doing an event at Nicholas, man. And so Abundance
shout out to Nicholas, shout out to Abundance, shout out to Monique, shout out to the store that Monique brother has in Harlem that sell. And I'm telling Black people right now, people of color, those of you who have children, those of you who have money and the ability to have the resources of having children, the least you can do is invest in their imagination. That's right. And the thing that you see about me that you might like is my mother's investment in my imagination. And my mother used to buy me and my brother expensive Japanese toys. Even toys from F.A.O. Schwartz when they used to sell real toys before they sold the brand, and they just sell dun shit. I'm like this, boom. We was on to the next one with the company Bandai. I had robots and all that shit that I collect to this day. Now her brother, Monique's brother, is servicing the community, imagination, engineering.
Yes.
When you dealing with the young people dealing with anime or dealing with anything that deals with their anime, that stuff, they've been feeling so isolated they can't express it to nobody.
That's
right. You know what I'm saying?
That's
that they like this, boom, they feel isolated. Then the only people that they can express it to is people outside of their culture. We need to stop that and start acknowledging those experiences in real time. You know what I'm saying? And I say this to a grown man. I think that I'm smarter than you if you can't build a Gundam model. If you can't take a model that's 160 or 200 or more pieces and put it together to anthropomorphically make a robot, I don't want to hear your politics. I don't want to hear none of your commentary. I don't want to hear nothing about your mind. You don't know how to put together things on an intricate level, and you don't know how to play chess on a massive level, you heard? And you show your emotions to strangers. You feel me? But you can't build a robot when nobody's looking. You feel me? Right. And then you complain about your relationships that you have. You feel me? I have relationships. Bro, I still got the same friends I had when I was 7 years old. I love you, man.
Yep.
I love you, bro.
That's the truth.
That type of shit.
I call them for their birthdays, man, and make sure they all right. Just
that
talk
type of shit.
Sylvester,
literally.
Man. Since we was 8 years old, 9 years old, I could still, pick them up and just talk to Eric and Mark and everybody around that area, man. So yeah,
literally. And shout out to Brother Rich.
Man, shout out.
Rich, man.
This
is one of the best. This is one of the best interviews I had. Besides the ones I had with you, man. You something else, man. Shout out to Red and Blue. We got some classics from back in the day before the Zoom came out.
Exactly.
That shit. Them KTL ones, we raised mad people. People that we told stuff back in the day, they got whole grown ass kids activating the play.
That's right.
That we put in place. That's based off of the access to the teachers that we had.
That's right.
So I think that we did the best that we could with what we had, but we could always do better tomorrow.
That's right.
Promise you.
That's right.
For real.
Hey, thank you very much, man, for coming on, man.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you a thousandfold, man. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you while I'm in town, man. I'm doing my 30th celebration and promotion at Nicholas 2 days, the 15th and the 16th. If you're in town, come through.
All right,
Come through.
inshallah.
Come through.
Inshallah.
Abundance is providing the food for both days. Come through. It's gonna be.
Oh, hell yeah. That's right. I know that's right. That's right. Hey, yo, food is very important. This the
Yes.
thing.
Food science.
Even the big brands know this. You can't do concerts or music festivals without the food trucks there.
That's
because
right.
it causes chaos. So I remember back in the day when we was at LIU, shout out to the sister, her name was Vashti.
Vashti, yes.
And she used to sell all the food out immediately.
Yep.
And all the people, it became a thing where people, and this is how I used to do it back in the day. I used to not give a vendor's fee. I used to say a donation.
Yes, that's
and
right.
And the most money I used to get used to be from my food vendor.
All the time.
You feel me?
That's right.
Literally. Because the food was so good, she sell the food immediately.
Yes.
Everybody satiated. They good. Those are the best lectures.
It was good.
Nobody could pull out a phone and record nothing. Niggas, they had them flip phones, the little raggedy ass flip phones to record shit. I promise you. All those shits was good. It's just hanging up on people.
I got one more question for you because it was asked by Blue. Blue called me and asked you this question, and Blue said,
"That's my man."
Yeah, he said, what are some of the ways we can help facilitate this information in the prison systems now? Are they able to pick up on what we're doing right now online? How can we facilitate this information to them? Because you was behind the walls. He wanted, how can we do it for this day and time? Because I believe they have more access now.
That's a good one. I would say they are in a space that's far more accessible to the information. That Blue would tell you that a lot of my introduction to it really comes from Black Dot, Marcus Klein from Chicago.
Yeah, that's my brother.
He knew how to do it.
Yes.
He did it through his journal. Yeah. So I was in one of the most illest joints ever. Yeah. Where the joint is actually underground. That like the jail. I don't even want to say the name of the jail because the shit. It's like branding. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
right.
if any nigga know, the jail built underground. It's supposed to be an escape-proof joint. Yeah. This is the jail that Larry Davis died in. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Literally. So that's when I got hit to Marcus Klein through his journal. And then I seen an article in there about Reverend Valentine. And then I remember talking about him like I discovered fucking gold or plutonium, for that matter. And then casually, Blue was like, "Oh shit, I know him." Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. I'm flipping it. It's the same way, right? The same way, but I think he came to see me somewhere and said his name and said that he know everything. Right. He said the shit you talking ain't shit. I mean with the big homie, like this bull. He got more than 360. He got 720, bro. Like this bull. I was like, what? That's like the bull. Because we still young. We in our 20s.
Yep.
We in our 20s. Literally, we in our 20s thinking that we know everything, right?
That's right.
Something like this, boom. So then I seen an interview in the Marcus Klein in the book he had. He had these journals. They was like magazines or zines like that.
Right.
That my homie, his name is Piankai Kush.
That name sounds
from Flatbook.
Yeah.
That was his name that he named himself. You heard?
Right.
And a joint. That wasn't his, that's not his government. It's Piankai. So we used to talk about high level stuff. So he was like this, read this. And then I seen I said, hold up. Rev was in the Marcus Klein periodical. The name of it. I got him in LA in the showroom, right? And he need to bring them back out, bro. I promise you.
Right.
Literally, right? Then it was like, yo, something times, but at the same time, Blue was also writing. So the answer to his question is journalism, bro. Journalism.
Yes.
Because Marcus Klein had Reverend Valentine inside of the periodical that I read talking about Star Wars and movies and Stanley Kubrick movies in line of decoding. And I thought we was the only ones doing that.
Right.
He was doing it on the most highest level as an elder.
Yep.
You heard? So I was like, this is called Shut Up. You heard? So I think I read that. No, literally. I think I read that. And then I was spitting that shit to Son. And then he was like, yo, that's you sound like Son of them. You sound like the big homie. You heard?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, this is that, bro. And then literally, me and Blue in 2003 or 4 had organized a lecture at the Black Chocolate Cafe on Fulton Street, right there, past Grand, between Grand and Clawson, right? And I just seen the homie that owned it too, my homie Guy, and over there, and I still have in my collection in the museum. My mother was there. God bless her.
God bless her soul.
And I got the her notes that she was taking on the back of the flyer. You heard?
Wow.
And I wasn't even in the free cipher, but me and Blue put that together. You heard?
Right.
Based off of the fact that Blue used to go to these classes on Green Avenue where Rev used to be there, but they also had the narrative of nationality there, right? These brothers was standing strong on nationality before everybody wanted to be a Moor. These brothers, without nobody looking, these dudes was on that already.
That's right.
And Blue had an actual experience with them by way of praxis, meaning he had a direct experience, so he knows how real it is, right? It wasn't just the hey, get one out, one man out, none of them books, the sovereign books, one man out. You remember back in the day, you can get a good book on, how to beat a traffic ticket or whatever, all that shit, boom. Some of them was already on the play with the actual play. You know what I mean? So literally we had an opportunity to, in real time, with just the love of information, create event horizon to introduce iterations of making what we do a thing. Like that. So we got Chris is here, Shabazz is here, Black Dot is here.
That's right.
To qualify what we're talking about. That's and my homie that had the venue, Guy, is here, right? But also, I got these narratives. I was listening to Double Blair at the same time I got hit to Reverend Valentine. Reverend Valentine opened the door for me to come home. That when I did a lecture in Chicago, Delbert Blair comes to my lecture, King Simon. And Marcus Klein opened up for me and was the first person that ever taught me about Obama. I never knew no shit. I never knew this nigga existed. No, I ain't gonna lie. When I was in the joint, my Dominican homie June showed me Barack Obama had said that he might be the first black president. You heard? Like this, boom.
Right.
Years ago, like super years ago. He was brilliant for that.
Yeah.
You heard? Junito. Junito was brilliant. He was like, yo, this dude right here, the shit that he talking about, it might happen. Right? Then I come home 2006. I do a lecture 30 days into being there. You heard?
Right.
So I get introduced by Reverend Valentine, my first lecture, right? But when I tell you, when I watch that first lecture, if I do watch it, out of 100% of it, I only fuck with about 15% of it because I've learned so much in the process. But I did learn that I filled in a space that nobody 100% knew about. You understand? Yeah. So anybody still with me from that time to now are learning with me, and we're learning together, for real. So to answer, I did a Bobby Hemmett. I went all the way to the edges of the universe. I'm about to come bring it back home. No, I'm about to bring it home. Look, I'm about to bring it back home. Look, if Blue wants to improve the quality of those people's life, you find a way to send them journalism. Yeah, they need a paper that's now you got to write in such a way that you do this. You got to be able to write when you getting past the media control.
Yeah,
they got a whole branch of media
inside.
Shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that they be like, this is inappropriate. This is right. This is so you got to get through that. So how do you do that? You know what I mean? How would you do that? It's imagery, you heard?
Yeah.
So, like, you never know who's the media person. Now it's like more people have access to the internet. So they could just Google the topic of a book, and whatever they Google or whatever topic they Google on a book side, they can tell a person in the joint that this is inappropriate. You heard? So one of my little homies in LA, he Mexican. He got jammed and asked me and my son and them to send him some books. We got access to books. We sent the nigga the shit that he needed to read. Right. We sent the nigga some shit about shamanism, developmental psychology, shit like that. But they sent it back. You heard?
Yep.
So you don't know who's there. You heard? So information is very important when you need it the most, bro.
Yes,
so the best play is not to need it the most. But if the people that need it the most need it, how are you able to shape what they need in a way that's going to get to them? You feel me?
Right.
For real. That's right. So you got to use aesthetics. The periodical got to look a certain kind of way.
That's right.
To get to the people that need it the most. But you got to keep it real with yourself. How am I tell a nigga something? They ain't have cell phones. Niggas, they had it, but you had to be an elite nigga to call a nigga on a cell phone in the jail when I was in jail.
That's right.
Now everybody got cell phones. Niggas got home full blown. Niggas got more followers than me.
1-800 number.
No, niggas got chefs, the celebrity dancing, all type of shit is on there. Nightclub, niggas got UFC. So, who wants to compete with that? You know?
Nobody.
So why? Who would want to teach somebody in the joint? If they got everything. So I would say that to Blue.
Yes, right.
You know, the game, the play changed. I want to teach the young millionaire.
Right.
You heard?
Yeah.
That has been neglected. Because niggas is worrying about street niggas. And a nigga ain't gonna put me in a street nigga frame of mind. Fuck street. Fuck the street. You heard?
Exactly.
So I'm concentrating on the young millionaires. You heard? I got a message for them. Because they the ones that can sock it. You heard?
That's right.
So how a nigga with the phone in the modern era can make a mistake? He's not doing the right Googles. He should have Googled, how can I go down? Before you kill a nigga, you should Google how you could go down. You heard?
Yep.
Yeah, Google that. ChatGPT, you motherfucker. Yeah.
Yo, hey, I'm showing your new book, man. I'm showing your whole website on the side here, making sure everybody got to see it and making sure I'm showing everything on there. Big up to you, man. Thank you very much, man, for coming on, man. We up over at 9:45.
Thank you for being alive. Thank you for your vote. Thank you for the ability to say this narrative, and my family and everybody that helped me to know King Simon, to know a King Simon, to be around a King Simon.
Thank you for you, brother.
And I wish everybody that who name we spoke tonight or who contributed, I want to add 1,000 more years to your life, for real. And I mean that in a real way. Not knowing, your raggedy ass ain't gonna live no 1,000 years, but maybe one of your narratives will. Maybe one of your recipes. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yes,
love you.
Love you, man. Love you, man. Be safe, man. All right. Peace out there. Peace out. My brother. A. Rashid, man. Wow. That was great. The great homie, man. Make sure you go to his website. It's right here. It's pinned to the chat. It's been in the chat, but I'll put it in the chat again. Make sure you support his new books, and he got a whole host of books, man. Y'all know he ain't playing when it comes to writing, man. So y'all better show the man some love. It's what he does, man. It's what he does all the time, man. That's his website right there. I want to make sure. Hold on, let me put the website in the chat so y'all can go to his website, hit him up on Cash App, all that you can do to keep on showing him love. Not support the brother, show him love. Period. That's what we talking about love. That's what it is, because it's really about love and spreading love on multiple ways. So let me put it in the chat. There it is. There it is. Man, it's an honor to have him. Honor to have him be around these brothers, and growing up in the same neighborhood that we grew up on over there of Waverly Avenue and Clinton Hills area, Gates Ave and Fulton Street, right up the block from Notorious B.I.G.'s house and everybody else place where he resided, man. This was very good. It's very good. I hope everybody enjoyed. I hope y'all really enjoyed what we presented. I hope y'all really enjoyed what he shared with you and shared with us on this particular channel. It was exciting for me, and bro, you and sisters, man, that's what it's all about. Spreading love and doing the necessary work to keep things going and keeping the high vibrations. All right. So on that note, family, thank y'all very much for tuning in to today's Consciousness in the Conscious Community. We had our brother, the one, the only A. Rashid was here. And do remember, tomorrow we got another legend coming in. Another brother coming in. Baba Ashra Kwesi is coming in tomorrow at 1 in the afternoon. So while y'all working or going to lunch or whatever, that's what we're going to have. We're going to have our brother Ashra Kwesi in the building. Okay? He's going to be here, and he's going to talk about, as you can see on the bottom there, he's going to talk about, let me remove the thing. What the heck is happening to our ancient culture and wisdom? 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. Central Time, 12 o'clock. I believe. Let me see. I think. Yeah, that's 12 o'clock. Let me see. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, or 11 o'clock. I think it's 11 o'clock on Pacific Time. 11 o'clock Pacific Time. So, man, we had a good time, bro. We had a good time, family. We had a good time with A. Rashid. And on the 5th, October the 5th, Bernie Mac's birthday, Neil deGrasse Tyson's birthday. We have Herb Alchemist will be with us tomorrow on the 5th. Also, tomorrow is the beautiful Phyllis Yvonne Stickney. I usually call her for her birthday, so I'm called Phyllis Yvonne Stickney. Trying to get her on my show too. She's been doing Comedy Hype and the other place, but she's been on my show once. But the video was kind of choppy, so I'm gonna try to bring on again Phyllis Yvonne Stickney from Brewster Women of Brewster Place, from New Jack City, a good friend of mine's. HBO special, Apollo Theater, you know, all of the great movies that she's done, the comedy specials that she's done. Big up to Phyllis Yvonne Stickney. We're going to work on getting her on. Tomorrow is her born day. So I'll make sure that beautiful chocolate empress is live and direct right here. So working on her. Do remember, family, support Nicholas Brooklyn. 10% off if you take a snapshot of this flyer. 10% off and show it to them or give them a call. They got a discount code called 10% on the website at nicholasbrooklyn.com. Make sure you support Nicholas. That's our beautiful sister Monique, and her brother has the one in Harlem. And Numerovation alignment consultation. Make sure you text me if you want. Text me your full name, date of birth, and email, and we can line that up for you. Also, of course, for the seniors, we got the 40% discount rates, and those that are Patreon and YouTube members, we had 20% off for y'all too until November the 1st. So you got a whole month starting tomorrow. Got a whole month. Remember what Bob Marley said, family. People who are trying to make this world worse are not taking a day off. Why should I? Why should we? Why should we take a day off at all? Don't forget, get my books on Amazon. Go get my books on Amazon. A few of them is on Kindle also, but it's definitely on Amazon. King Simon on Amazon. I got 5 books live and direct on Amazon. Look out for my new Numerovation Relationship Chronicles and Workbook for Mental Stability. That's coming out. And Kendall, hypnosiswithkendall.com, and that's the 1-800 number right there. Big up to my sister Cinnamon, who was in the chat, Grandma's Secret. She was in the chat. Make sure you support her books and everything else and all that she has to offer. She got some great products for children, adults, and great information on her website, transitionalhealing.etsy.com. 340 worldwide.com provides expert solutions to help your business network and flourish. Call now at that 910 number right there. Big up to the whole St. Vincent, the Virgin Island, U.S. Virgin Island family. And Grassroots Botanical, grassrootsbotanical.com. Make sure you support this beautiful family putting into work, doing their thing. Man, I got their testosterone products, and it's been helping me out. So I'm loving it. And big up to New Diamonds. New Diamonds, one of my guest co-hosts. She pops in and out. Guest co-host, boom, 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 bap. Big up to her. Make sure you go to newdiamonds.net and also New Diamonds 101 and also New Diamonds on all platforms. Abundance, I'm still waiting for your banner, Abundance. What's up, girl? Come on now. Come on, get that banner. I need that banner. I'll produce one myself. Don't worry about it. Lloyd-Strayhorn.com, Lloyd-Strayhorn.com, 800-581-4401. That's right, 581-4401, my brother Lloyd Strayhorn. Remember, family, views, comments, and opinions expressed by guests, speakers, or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. All right. And if you want to advertise with me, please text me your full name and date of birth, 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. If you have a business that you want to promote, I do have a discount going on. And if you are also a Patreon and a YouTube member, if you have a business, I will promote it just like all these great people that are promoting in the commercial cluster, like the Baba Ashra Kwesi. Make sure you call him at 214-371-0206. Call him at 214-371-0206. This month he'll be in Baltimore. This month our brother will be in Baltimore, and I believe he's going to be in Florida also, or Washington, D.C. I know he's going to be in Washington, D.C. I know he's going to be in the DMV area with Everlasting Life. So big up to my brother, Dr. Baruch, from Everlasting Life Restaurants. His birthday was yesterday also, Dr. Baruch. So big up to Dr. Baruch also. All right, family, have a great day, afternoon, or evening. Be safe, be great. Remember, tomorrow, Baba Ashra Kwesi at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. Central Time. All right, make sure y'all come and check out Baba Ashra Kwesi tomorrow. Family, thank you very much for tuning in to today's Consciousness in the Conscious Community. A.A. Rashid was a great interview. And for him making a debut on my channel, it was definitely about time, and showing you that we have love for each other, and we come from the same neighborhood in Brooklyn, and went to that. He's right across the street from the school that I went to too. PS11, big up to PS11 out there in Brooklyn, New York. All right. Remember what Dr. Blair said, please, universal creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open up my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth and your love now. Remember what Dr. B says, I forgive myself, my family, and others for imperfection, and I am thankful for my life. And thank you, family. And remember, I love you because I love me. Thank you, Baba Heru, for this gift that you gave me. Thank you, Baba Heru, for this gift that you gave me. Years ago, Baba Heru gave me this pendant right here. It's on a silver chain, but the silver chain, one of the links at the top broke, so I'm repairing that now. I'm going to hang it right back on the silver chain, but this was given to me by Baba Heru, Ankara Samaj. I believe that's his full name, but Baba Heru, he's the one that gave me this. Thank you very much. I cherish this. This is pure silver, and I am thankful for him gifting this to me for my birthday and my born day. About 10 years ago, he gave me this. Yeah, man, he gave me this 10 years ago. And I have a ring from him also that I received from him. I bought from him, but he gave me this. He gifted me with this silver one. May he rest in peace. I know they're having something for him November the 8th. Yes, I think it's the weekend. Hold on. Let me let people know that they're having something for Baba Heru November 7th and 8th. And I will be in town from that time, 7th, 8th, and 9th. It's going to be one for the family, the immediate family, something for the Kemetic family. And then I think on Sunday is going to be for the general public. And I'll be there all week. Until I'll be there in New York until probably the 18th or the 19th, I believe, of November. So I'll be in town. I'll be around. I will be in town. All right. So those that are going to be in New York, don't forget I'm celebrating 30 years in the business of promotion and production. That's what this book, that's what one of my books was based on. No promotion is bad promotion. I will be in New York. Abundance Child is one of the speakers. I'm confirming Blue Pill right now. Blue Pill called me back to make sure because they're celebrating their 50th birthday on November the 14th. So they're trying to decide whether they're going to celebrate it in New York or Georgia. If they celebrate in Georgia, Blue Pill won't be coming to my celebration. But if they celebrate in New York, Blue, Red, everybody will be at my event. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be powerful. They're celebrating 50th birthday, their 50th birthday, and A.A. Rashid just made 52 in November, so they're celebrating their 50. All of them all grew up together, so I would definitely love to have them right there on Fulton Street, right not too far from where we all grew up, right there. So on Restoration Plaza. But Abundance Child is definitely one of the keynote speakers, and Drop Squad Kitchen is providing the food. Whole family, John Carr, the daughters, everybody coming through, man. I hope they bring the baby too. I want to see the baby. You know, it'd be nice to see the baby. All right, so family, have a great day, afternoon, or evening. Remember, I love you because I love me. You have been watching today's Consciousness in the Conscious Community. What happened? How can we change it? And how can we heal it? Peace and love. Take care. Today's consciousness. What happened and how can we change it? From the pristine position that we held in today's consciousness, here's a new show just for you every Tuesday called Today's Consciousness. Be there and enjoy all the great special guest stars that will be passing through on a new show called Today's Consciousness. Today's Consciousness. Today's Consciousness. Are you ready to address all the things that are going on? And how can we heal today's consciousness? Today's consciousness. Today's consciousness. Right here on KSP TV. Today's Consciousness. What happened and how can we change it?